They lived by wind and wave and knew these waters well. Their people were lords of the sea. Few built finer craft. Few sailed faster or farther. But none of that could save this ship. The sea would rise up and conceal its fate for nearly an eternity. Summer 1997. The U.S. Navy's nuclear submarine, the NR-1, is on a mission in the eastern Mediterranean. The sub's advanced sonar detects several large objects in deep water that appear to be shipwrecks. Though pressed for time, the crew decides to take a quick look. A rough set of coordinates and a shadowy videotape are recorded on the fly. Later, the crew will send word to a former naval officer who is also one of the greatest undersea explorers in the world. The man who discovered the Titanic, the Bismarck, and many other shipwrecks, Robert Ballard, is immediately intrigued. The sheer number of ceramic jars is impressive, but their meaning escapes this marine geologist.
Well, not being an archaeologist, all I could tell was it's an ancient ship, but I didn't know anything more than that.
It lies at a forbidding 400 meters depth. Is it worth investigating? Ballard will seek the advice of an expert. Throughout the Mediterranean, most shipwrecks have been discovered in shallow water. But this one was found nearly 50 kilometers offshore, opposite what was once a thriving seaport, the city of Ashkelon. On the southern coast of present-day Israel, Ashkelon's roots reach back nearly 6,000 years. Crusaders and Muslims fought over this place. Romans claimed it. Babylonians destroyed it. In the Bible, it was a stronghold of the Philistines. Its earliest known inhabitants were the Canaanites. Since 1985, archaeologist Lawrence Steger of Harvard University has directed excavations here.
Hi, Dwayne. How are you doing?
His knowledge of ancient pottery is renowned. In a tiny shard, he can see an entire artifact and pinpoint the culture that produced it.
Now this is great. This is Cyprogeometric 3. This is most probably an import from Cyprus.
But things were not so clear in the Navy's videotape.
Well, when I first looked at it, I was a bit disappointed that it was so fuzzy and couldn't really make out these jars very well, because that, of course, was the key to determining the age of the shipwreck. But it seemed to me that they might be early, and possibly even 9th, 8th, 7th century BCE.
These two-handled storage jars, called amphoras, were first used throughout the Mediterranean around 4,000 years ago. Distinctive styles evolved in various locales, a boon for archaeologists who can use the jars as signatures of time and place. But sometimes two amphoras from vastly different eras can be deceptively similar. These might be from the 5th century AD, but Steger has a hunch they're much older. He tells Ballard that if this wreck dates to the Iron Age, as he suspects, it is the first of its kind ever found in the Mediterranean.
It was a gamble, but one that I was at least confident enough in that I would have put down a good-sized bet.
More than money would be wagered. In the summer of 1999, the Northern Horizon